In the last few decades, we came from 1G networks and we made it all the way up to 5G. That's cool, as far as each of them is a big improvement over the other. But hold on, what does that 5G thing means to the regular customer? What is up guys, Kensei here for Keep Insider. Welcome to my weekly tech episode. If you're into tech and everything that revolves around it, feel free to subscribe to this channel. The first generation 1G was introduced in the 1980s. It was a fully analog system. It supported data transfer up to 2.4 kilobits per second and the phones were codeless. The limitation and disadvantages were a lot though. The first one is that it uses analog transfer, which is less effective and were likely to suffer from interference problems. Then comes the second generation in mobile communication. The second generation was an improvement over the first G and it was introduced in late 1980s. This time, this generation used digital signal for voice transmission rather than the old analog system. But there is where things get complicated. There is two main wireless technology behind 2G. They are GSM and CDMA, and although the second generation has an enhanced spectrum efficiency, provided an improved system capacity and network coverage, 2G did not support high data rates. It has a weaker data signal and was unable to handle complex data. But the GSM technology was improved and it provided better services, which led to better phone calls qualities and has a higher data speed around 64 to 144 kilobits per second. That improvement made the abilities to send and receive emails web browsing possible. Earlier, I said things will get more complicated. 3D generation didn't simplify anything at all. Technology like Edge were allowed to be part of the 3G family because it fulfilled the speed requirements of 3D, and technologies like CDMA evolved to be HSPA and HSPA+, which can support speed around 100 megabits per second. The key feature of 3G was faster data rates, being able to stream easily content online, and the increased capacity of the system. Then 4G came in 2009, the same as 3D but faster. Is it simpler to understand? Maybe. 4G somewhat refers to HSPA+, the same that the faster 3G used. But to differentiate it more, they call it long-term evolution or LTE. 4G LTE is able to deliver speed around 10 megabits to 1 gigabits per second, high-quality streaming video and very low latency. Then the master of the G came, the fifth generation. It's not globally released yet or simply not released at all. And the promises are wonderful compared to the fourth generation. 5G is aiming a significantly faster data speed than 4G. 4G networks are capable of achieving peak download speed of 1 gigabits per second. With 5G, this peak is promised to be around 10 gigabits per second. 5G is also aiming low latency, which is the time it takes to one device to send a packet of data to another device. The 4G latency is around 50 milliseconds, but 5G will reduce that to an astonishing 1 millisecond. To wrap it up, 1G was the first generation of mobile technology. It was analog and it was voice call only. Then came the second 2G generation, who has voice, SMS and slow data service. Later on, the Edge and GPRS and CDMA's technology enhanced the speed and added multimedia messaging service known as MMS. The third generation provided voice and video calls thanks to a faster speed. 3G provided up to 42 megabits per second, but on the average we only get like 4 to 7 megabits per second. And after the upgrade of CDMA, HSPA and HSPA Plus came to life, and 4G LTE came in 2009. Provided speeds more than 100 megabits per second, customers get speeds from 10 to 15 megabits per second on average. 5G is not yet available to the world, but will be able to improve speeds up to 10 gigabits per second and latency less than 1 millisecond. Thanks for watching. My name is Kansei and I will see you on the next one. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe, to like and share this video.